Council heard directly today from Dr. Chris Sikora, who is the Medical Officer of Health for the Edmonton region. And some of the topics discussed included the options of mandating masks in public spaces, especially since Toronto has now made it mandatory to wear masks indoors. I need to clarify that we are a little bit different than Toronto in that their health authority falls within the City of Toronto as municipal jurisdiction. For us, the direction would come primarily from Alberta Health, and they have not yet mandated masks for their reasons. Now, all of us on council have certainly received a lot of correspondence on masks, and we continue to very strongly recommend and encourage Edmontonians to wear masks in public spaces where physical distancing is not possible, including on public transit. There are concerns, however, about making masks mandatory, especially as it relates to City of Edmonton facilities and public transit. Enforcement of masks, real and effective enforcement of a mask order, would be a challenge for the City of Edmonton. First of all, we'd have to either create bylaws, which there just isn't an appetite right now to do, because enforcement of this law would be difficult, and it might even be discriminatory to those who cannot wear masks for whatever reason. So it's not as simple as an order and not straightforward to enforce. So for now, we will continue to encourage Edmontonians to wear masks, but we're not in a position to mandate it.
As the Mayor mentioned, masks were discussed today and again, not recommended as mandatory, guided by Alberta Health and Alberta Health Services, but continuing to monitor, and Dr. Sikora shared some good information to support that recommendation. We meet with, our team meets with Alberta Health Services twice a week to ensure that we're aligned on decisions as it relates to public health orders and city operations. The other thing that we'd encourage, on behalf of the province, ensure that folks download the AB Tracing Together app on their mobile devices. It certainly helps with any of the tracing activities that are required should there be a spread. We're actually doing some surveys with the Insight community right now, and if we get some feedback that creates sort of an openness to returning to transit on the basis of mask being mandatory, that's something we'll evaluate. We'll continue to do it, though, in alignment with the provincial health authority to ensure that we're not taking a step that impacts any decisions that they would be making. So I think it was a good suggestion, and I appreciate the feedback from ETSAB, and we'll continue to engage on this and see if that's something that does facilitate a change for us from a perspective of mandatory masks.